Good morning, everyone. So today I feel a little stiff, and I always celebrate that because then I just show you how it's very, what do you do at different stages in your body? You don't always do the same things when your body acts a different way. Sometimes we feel more pliable, less stiff. Sometimes we feel the little heavy sensation where your body is a little congested. It could be a million different reasons. It could be even something that you eat. And then when your body is more pliable and hydrated, you can use harder objects, okay? If your body is a little achy and feels nervy, everything that you touch is very nervy, it's not a good idea to use a very heavy object. So that's where you'll use, let's say, the soft Pilates ball as stage number one. There is a difference between hydrating your tissue and then doing myofascial release, okay? So the first step, that's why even when we do exercise, we don't go right away to, level 8. We start slow so the body starts to adjust. Otherwise, too much load on the tissue. So you have your TheraBand. If you don't have your TheraBand, which I highly recommend, the very inexpensive, usually I like light and maybe medium, no more than that for me. You can get those on Amazon. A block, tennis ball, and your Pilates ball and a chair. We'll be using all of those little toys. But right now, we're going to use the Pilates ball under the knee. And then what I want you to pay attention, we're not looking now to get the same sensation as you would from a tennis ball or from the foam roller, but you'll see how a very light object can get really deep into your tissue, all the way to your bones. So when you're on your knee, I want you to, over time, your muscles are relaxed, by you putting weight on the ball, you start to feel that flow of energy coming all the way to the right shoulder, maybe somewhere else. So lay on the back, bend knee, left knee is bent, right leg is under the, over the Pilates ball, right under your knee. And then at one point, as we start to roll over the leg, over the ball, you may start to feel, relax your muscles, allow your bones to sink down to the floor and to the ball. You may start to feel at one point your pelvis is needing a little adjustment, so you wiggle your hips a little bit. Keep the pressure on the ball. You can circle your ankle. Put all the weight on the ball. And then once you have that pressure, start to wiggle. Without moving your leg over the ball, just wiggle. Or roll your right side of your body forward and backwards towards your foot and then towards your shoulder. So now you're also mobilizing your SI joint here. And then pause with your hips, little circle with your ankle. Roll side to side on the ball. Put the pressure and move slow. If you feel tension in your hips, wiggle your hips again. And then slowly take the ball under your hamstring on that same side, as close as possible to your sit bone. And then lower your heel down to the floor, and then lift it up with resistance. Lower your heel down to the floor, press the ball. Lift up. Sacrum on the floor, one more time, lower, and then wiggle right and left with that pressure. Go slow to the left and to the right, like adduction and abduction. Good. Slowly bend your knee. Take the ball over your right foot in a straight line, and now just lengthen your leg. Make it soft. Pull the heel away from your body so there's a little traction there. Pull the heel, pull the heel, pull the heel. Straight out. Leg is straight out. And then bring it in slow. Do it again. All the way out, out, out. Lengthen. And then bring it in. Good. Move the ball to the left leg, under your knee. Press the ball, roll side to side, side to side. Remember, you're trying to hydrate the tissue now. You're not gonna get major sensations. But notice how this sinks all the way down to your bones. Notice your pelvis. And then circle your ankle. Good. Lengthen your heel forward with straight leg and then pull it back. Lengthen forward and back. You're still on the ball. Lengthen forward. The leg is straight the whole time and back. One more time. Lengthen and back. Press the ball a lot. Roll side to side. Some of you may feel a little tenderness in your hip because your sciatic nerves is around, goes down your leg. Good. Slowly bring the ball right under your sit bone and your hamstring. Press the ball, heel down and heel up. Heel down, press, crush the ball with your leg down, feel it. You're opening your hip flexors when your heel is down, and then lift it up. Press it down. Breathe here, feel. Connect your heel to your hip, to your shoulder. And then little circles with your ankle. Now, adduction and abduction. Go in and out. Notice what you feel on the way in, and notice what you feel on the way out. This gives you information. Okay, slowly bend the leg, ball on the left foot, lengthen the leg and pull the heel forward out of your body, and then bend your knee in. Pull it out, lengthen the heel, and come back down. Good, release the ball, hug your knees to your chest, little circles. Take the ball to your left hand, open your arms in a T position, open your feet just slightly wider than your hips. And now with your next breath, lift your left hand with the ball, reach it over to the right. Your knees staying upright as best as you can. The rotation is from your rib cage. Breathe in here. Keep the ball with your right hand, come back center. Inhale, lift your right hand with your ball. Lift your head, exhale, keep your knees upright. Dome your back a little, lift your chest up. Keep the ball with your left hand, come back home. Inhale, left, travel to the right. Lift your head and lift your chest up. Keep your knees upright. Draw the left hip back. Breathe into your left rib cage. Keep the ball with your right hand, come back up. Last one, inhale. Right hand comes up. Travel up and over to the left. Draw the right hip towards the floor. Lift your chest a little higher. Breathe into your back right ribs. Slowly come back. Good. Take the ball between your thighs. And now we're gonna activate the pelvic floor. In yoga, we call it Mula Bandha, the root lock. Best way to understand it is visualize you're holding your pee as you're squeezing the ball slightly. If you press the ball too hard, you're gonna lose it. It's like too much tension. So inhale, sacrum on the floor. Now exhale, hold your pee. Notice your inner glutes are active, and now you're pressing the ball slightly. Your abdomen is active. Keep the core active the whole time. You're gonna breathe through the upper chest. Inhale, hold your pee, keep your core active. Exhale. Pelvic floor still active. Inhale. Notice your right hip, notice your left hip, notice your right shoulder, your left shoulder. And now with your next breath, release everything down. So your hips are on the floor the whole time. You'll feel some heat when you come out. Inhale, bulge your belly. Exhale, pelvic floor, hold your pee. Button your pants like you buttoning towards the midline. Zip your pants, sacrum on the floor. And now you're breathing through your upper chest. Notice how your right hip is on the floor, your left hip. Notice the right shoulder, the left shoulder. Keep your pelvis still active. Slowly release and let it go. Ah. Wiggle your hips a little. And you may feel even like little adjustment in your SI joint. One more time, inhale, feet on the floor. Hold your pee, squeeze the ball gently. Sacrum on the floor evenly. Keep that engagement the whole time. You're breathing through your chest. Press your sacrum down, stay calm. Notice how this small move is so deep, all the way down to your bones. And I slowly let it go. Wiggle your hips. Good job. Feet aligned with your hips, palms alongside your body. Inhale. Hold your little pee. Lift your tailbone, lift your sacrum, lift your low back. Very short, very low bridge. Now press the toes. Press your toes on the floor. That's going to fire up your glutes even to another level. But you're staying nice and calm. Breathe in here. Your pelvic floor now is heated. It's warm. Your glutes are active all the way to your bones. Breathe in here. With your next breath, lengthen your tailbone, lower your low back, lower your sacrum, lower your tailbone. Now listen, power your core, pelvic floor in and up, lift your feet. Shins aligned with the floor. Breathe in here. Your feet, your hips are down, your legs are up. Spread your toes, press the sacrum down, like you want to push the floor down to push up. Feel that. Now ground your sacrum so much, and now lower your feet down without arching your back. Lower, 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 all the way down. Press your feet down to the floor strong. Inhale, hold your pee, lift your tailbone, lift your sacrum, lift your low back. Keep breathing here. Notice if you're pressing your feet evenly. Notice the outer blade of your feet, your pinky side, and then your big toe. Press them evenly. Your glutes are active here. Hold your pee. When you do good work like that, you don't have to do 50 repetitions. And then as you stay longer, all those little cramps may start coming to the surface because you're trying to balance the imbalances. Lengthen your tailbone, lower 1, 2, 3. Press your sacrum strong to the floor. It should feel really good and grounded. Lift your feet slow without arching your back. Power. Open your arms in a T position. You're going to gaze up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the ball and now travel to the right. And don't touch the floor. Lengthen your hips. Get a nice massage. Breathe here. Squeeze the ball. Lengthen your hips. Your spine is long. Power. Come all the way to the center. Inhale. Use your muscles. Exhale. Travel to the left. Lengthen your hips. Keep breathing. Someone is pulling your hips away from your rib cage. Can you feel the length in your spine? Core is active. You're using your obliques muscles here. Slowly come back up. Inhale. One more time. Exhale to the right. Lengthen those hips. Yeah, you may feel your legs starting to get heavy. Hug your muscles. Breathe. Slowly come back up. Inhale. Belly in. Exhale. Lengthen those hips the second time. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in. Drop your feet down to the floor. Take a moment, reset, wiggle your hips. Inhale. Palms alongside your body. Exhale, pelvic floor in and up. Hold that P. Lift your tailbone. Lift your sacrum and low back. Keep breathing in here. Press the toes. Grip the mat with your toe pads. Notice how that engages your glutes even more. Now can you press the outer blades of your feet, your inner blades of your feet evenly? And if one part of your body is not pressing, press it down. I just got a cramp because I noticed my left pinky side wasn't working right. So wake it up because that's what may cause your problems. Lengthen your tailbone. Hold your P. Keep shining your light all the way down to your bones. Like a little sponge that is soaking that engagement all the way down to your bone. Lengthen your tailbone lower. 1, 2, and 3. Open your arms in a T position. Lift your feet as you press your sacrum. Slow. Okay, spread your toes. Now you really have to gaze up to find that balance. We're going to press the ball and on the exhale travel over to the right until you feel like you're almost going to fall, but you're not going to because your core is going to hold you. Plug your arms into the socket. Don't look at me, just listen. Your left arm is going to come off the floor 2 inches. Use your core, knees towards your chest a little. Now here comes the imbalance. Lift your right shoulder off the floor. Most of you might wiggle and fall. Keep finding that place. Plug your arms in, knees towards your chest, or go to the edge because I am wobbly, but that's how you find those spots. For 3, oh my goodness, 2, 1. Power without touching the floor. Come all the way back. Lower your feet down. Oh, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. And make friends with where you felt the challenge. Don't ignore it, but look at it. All right, inhale. Pelvic floor in and up. Lift your feet slow. Sacrum grounded. Inhale, gaze up to the ceiling. Press your ball, travel to the left. Go slow. Lengthen your hips just like we did before. Press that left leg more than you think you should. And find the edge of the cliff where it's uncomfortable. Breathe in there. Plug your arms in before you lift anything. Spread your toes, gaze up, knees towards your chest. Lift your right arm 2 inches off the floor, plug it in. Lift your left shoulder off the floor. Ooh, yes. Knees towards your chest. Plug the arms in, gaze up for 3, 2, 1. Without touching the floor, see if you can come up, 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 and lower. Woo, get rid of that nasty ball. Take your left ankle over your right knee. Heel toe your right foot to the right. And take the ball under your left thigh. Drop your knees to the left. Lengthen your sit bone. Lengthen your right sit bone forward towards your knee. And breathe into your lower abdomen here. Bulge your belly. And then lengthen your left knee away from your hip, like someone is pulling your knee out. And breathe into those hip flexors here. Use your breath as the power, like look at your breath like someone giving you a massage. So breathe in there. Slowly come back up. Release the leg. Take it to the other side. Right ankle over your left. Heel toe your left leg to the left a little bit. Take the ball under your right thigh as you drop your knees to the right. Open your arms, maybe your gaze to the left. Relax your shoulders. Lengthen your left sit bone away towards your left knee. Breathe into your lower belly. Feel the massage around your pubic bone. And then lengthen your right knee away from your hip. Hold your breath for a few breaths. So then you're giving that tissue a chance to expand. And then slowly come back in. Hug your knees to your chest. Give yourself a little massage. Okay. Now, take your ball over your heart. Your hips are nice and warm. They should all feel grounded, all of you. Now, fingers are in the air. And I press the ball, crush the ball, crush the ball, crush the ball. Shoulders down, front lower ribs down. And as you crush the ball, bend your elbows to the side. Breathe in. Don't touch your sternum, but you're almost there. Plug the arms into the socket. Front lower ribs are down. Crush the ball. Shoulders down away from your ears. And then slowly push it up. With resistance. Good. Inhale. Exhale, crush the ball. Bend your elbows as you crush the ball. Front lower ribs are down. Breathe. 5, 4. Refine your engagement. Shoulders down, sacrum down. Press the ball. 2, 1. As you resist, come up, 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 and up. Very nice. Release. Massage your hands with the ball. And then, and then roll the ball. Oh, I've dropped it 2 times now. Roll it over your palms like a little wheel. And notice just a soft gesture like that can really travel deep. Go the other way. Excellent. Okay, now watch for a second. I'm going to take the ball in my right hand. You very gently gripping it. It's very soft. And what we're doing here is we're going to floss the shoulder joint. Your left hand is going to be on your front lower ribs. Your the most important thing here, also notice your hips would want to sway one way or another. Keep your hips even and keep your shoulders even. As we travel we're going to travel up and over the head. Notice where you are in your body. Notice your hips, notice your shoulders. Plug the arm in and hug your muscles to your bone. And now slowly open your arm to the right. We're going to go a little faster than we usually do if you did this exercise with me. Your eyes are in your shoulder joint. Travel all the way down towards your hips. Don't lose your thoracic spine and your hips. You're down by your hip and then slowly go up. Try to free your fingertips if you can. Breathe and acknowledge where you feel stickiness. Look at it and breathe. If it feels pinchy, roll your shoulder joint a little. And then slowly we're going up, up. Notice your left hip, notice your right hip, notice your left shoulder and right. Slowly come up the elevator. Doing it again. Inhale, go up and over. Plug the arm in the whole time. Hug your muscles open to the right. And what's beautiful about this exercise, if you use different props, it gives you different sensations. So this is the lightest, and then we could eventually, you can use a 1 pound weight or little can of tuna. Go slowly back up. And notice even your pecs are working here. Where there's congestion, stay for a little bit. Over your head, come all the way up. Release it, a shoulder roll. Good. And now we go to the other side. Take the ball to your left hand, right hand to your front lower ribs. Ground your sacrum. Be light on your fingertips and now take it up and over. And notice how this side is acting. How is your hip? Your shoulders, take it up, over to the left. Notice your hips as you travel to the left. Maybe your hips want to sway to the left. Don't let them. Breathe. Go slow. Stay down and then come back up. Up the elevator with control, Imagine your ball weighs 50 pounds, so it's not easy to come up. And then you don't want to drop that ball on your head. Take it down, up and over. You have to use your muscle strength. Notice your hips. Open to the left. Breathe. Slowly take it back and over. Come up the elevator. Slowly release and come up. Okay, shoulder rolls. All right, so now we're gonna rest on the right side. If you need a pillow for your head, go for it. Otherwise, rest on your right arm. Align your knees with your hips. So if you were standing, you'll be in a mountain pose variation, okay? Now, take your hand alongside your hip with the ball. Squeeze your inner thighs, your glutes are active. Bring your glutes forward, your front lower ribs down, and now push the ball. Use your own muscle strength. Your knees are parallel. Breathe, push that ball, but the ball is not going to let you. So find that little tug of war, and the only option is for your tissue to go down to your bone. Isometric here. For 3, 2, 1. Grab the ball, keep your hand where it is, drop your leg down with resistance. Inhale. Exhale, push that leg with a lot of resistance until you touch your ball. And now your ball is pressing your leg and your leg is pressing your ball. Breathe here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the ball, lower. Nice. Now, take that ball, hopefully it's squishy enough behind your top knee. Align your knees, drop your knee down, inhale. And now imagine your hand is there, lift it up. Flex your foot, or maybe a cramp is coming. Kick your glutes backwards, take it back. Use your glutes, not your low back. Your front lower ribs are down. Fire up those glutes. 4, your knee is down, it's not up. 2, 1, come back, center, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, find that imaginary hand, push. Use your glute maximus, especially now, kick back. Keep breathing, feel. 8, breathe, squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in and lower. Inhale. Find your imaginary hand, lift up and hold. Push that imaginary hand, knees are parallel. Now shine a light on your glutes, kick back. Now drop your toes down behind you and now lift to neutral. External rotation, tap the toe behind you. This is just coming from your hip. Lift it up like you have an ankle weight. External rotation, tap slow. Lift like you're lifting a weight and then bring it back. One more time. Drop it behind you with control. Nothing is sloppy. Tap and hold. Lift up like you're fishing a sandbag and I bring it to neutral. Release the ball, bring the knee in front of you under the ball. Stretch your leg out. Stretch your bottom leg out. Let it feel good. You can bend and straighten your left leg over the ball. Press your right thigh down to the floor. You're going to get a good hip flexor stretch. And unload that tension, all that dry tissue you were able to break into. The lactic acid. And then some of you can bend your left elbow and then open your chest to the back. Now your left ribs comes forward, so you're protecting your low back. We won't be here for long. Just stretch it out. Bring your left pecs, the top chest, forward to the right. Slowly come back in and release. All right, side B. Could be worse, you could have had 8 legs, like an octopus. All right. Rest on your left arm or a block if you need it. Align your knees with your hips. Now notice your glutes want to sway backwards. Bring your glutes in. As you bring your glutes in, your frontal ribs are going down. So now you are in this neutral pelvis. Take your hand with the ball over your top leg. Now use your own muscle strength. Flex your feet. Lift your leg. Now press the leg to the ball and the ball to the leg. Four, three, two, one. Keep the ball in your hand. Drop your leg down slow. Inhale. Exhale. Find that ball. Use your own strength. Feel the magnet energy between your leg and the ball. Find it. Resist one to another. Your knee is parallel. Glutes are forward. Shoulders are wide. Keep pressing. Maybe close your eyes and feel you sinking into the bone. But you calm. Your breath and your light are present. Lift the ball. Lower down slow. Good. One last time. Inhale. Glutes forward, shoulders wide, lift, lift, slow and control. Find your ball, find your hand. Pelvic floor in and up, we worked it out all morning. That gives you more stability. Lift the ball, lower down, lower down, lower down, lower down, lower down. Take a little rest. Unload the tension. Notice what you felt. This is the process of your body. That's how you learn the little, teeny little things in the body that are become huge things over time. So we learn how to go and chisel through the little mud, and then we find those little lotus flowers. We pick them up along the way. Take your leg and the ball behind your knee, fingertips in front of you, shoulders back and down, glutes are forward. Just by bringing it, okay, everyone, stick your glutes out. Notice how your glutes feel here. Now squeeze your glutes in. Okay? Just by doing that, you're already working amazing work. So now find that and I push the imaginary hand. Kick your leg behind you, use those glutes. Breathe here. 5, 4, kick that leg back for 3, 2, 1. Come back center, lower down with control. Good. Inhale. Even though this is challenging, try to relax your nerve system. Exhale, pull it up. Glutes forward. Kick your leg behind you. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3. If you find something needs attention, shine your light in there. That's your chance. Come back in. This is hard. Lower down. Oh my goodness me. Okay, just one more. Glutes forward, chest open. Lift with resistance. I'm shaky. and I push it back. Use your muscles. Don't be like a jelly here. Use your own strength. Pull back. The wall is pushing your foot back in and you're saying no. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in. Oh my gosh, get rid of the ball. Take the ball in front of you, knee over. Stretch out your bottom leg and stretch out your top leg. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Relax in a place where it feels good to relax and unload all the tension out of the body. And now be mindful of all this beautiful synovial fluid and blood flow going through you. Be proud of yourself for doing this nice work. It takes a lot of effort to do this work than pumping your muscles back and forth with mindless. So this is here to stay. Slowly, slowly. Stay here or bend your right elbow, open it to the right, but bring your right pecs to the left. Come back center and release. Since we're already here, if you have a block, you're gonna take the block on the medium setting or a ball if you need to, and then we're gonna hook. All of you have done that before, but unless you with me in person, you may not get it exactly. You're gonna go on the left side, the edge of the block is gonna go right under your jawline and under your base of your skull, and then you're gonna pull the block down. That means your chest has to go over. So the block is on the floor. Tilt the block a little, right? Hook it under the bone and then shift your chest forward. Once you lock the block, scoot your hips down. Okay? Grab the block with your top hand, just gentle. Press the block with your cervical spine. And now stay here, or you can keep the pressure the whole time. Turn your head back. And you can come forward and lift your chin up a little. So what you're doing here is traction of your cervical spine, decompressing. This is amazing, amazing work. Sometimes wiggle your hips because that travels all the way down. So you can stick your tushy in and out once in a while. And the key is to keep the pressure on the block. If you have a cork block, it may not, I don't know how that would feel. It's better to have this styrofoam one. And then, for some of you, you may even feel it towards the trapezius. The bottom part of the block is hitting your upper trapezius. Little circle motions. Wiggle your hips, connect your cervical spine to your rib cage, to your hips. Like you're doing a little figure 8 with your body. All right, slowly come back up. We'll go to the other side. Okay, tilt the block first. You're on the medium setting. And then reach your chest up. Once you lock the blocks, put your hips down. Grab the block with your top hand, just your fingers. Press the block down and then shift back. Just see where you need it the most, but go slow. And then forward. And when you come forward, lift your chin up a little. Go at your own pace, explore and see. The only important thing is to keep the pressure on the block. Maybe do like little circles in one place. Maybe you stay still. Once in a while, try to free your spine, like you're floating your spine in space, and your hips, like you have no muscles. Wiggle, like you're swimming. And if you go back a little, you may hit also the upper trapezius. And be mindful of that length. You're tractioning your spine here. Breathe. If you feel a little pressure in your hips, that means you need to release it. Wiggle your hips a little. Slowly release it. Oh my gosh, I could do this for 10 hours. So good. It's so good for us. Okay, shoulder rolls. And now we're going to find our chair. Have your tennis ball close by you and have your TheraBand and have your Pilates ball close by you. Now I'm going to show you how to strengthen your mid-back and your cervical spine. So watch for a moment. I'm going to come close to show you. This is another way. I just played with that the other day and I like the way it feels. So if you feel your neck is bothering you, because we do this all the time, right? Especially with the phone and all that. You're going to take your left hand and grab your neck. Okay? And then you're going to resist, your elbow is in, you're going to resist, chin is neutral, you're going to resist your cervical spine to your hand. And for most of you, you'll feel it going all the way down to your mid-back, okay? So, we're going to sit on the chair. Take your left hand behind your neck. We're just doing one experiment. Right hand down, shoulders are down, neutral chin, inhale, and I exhale, resist your cervical spine, gaze in front of you to your hand. And you may feel a release, like your pecs are coming in on board, your mid-back is active, your chin is in neutral. And then slowly release and let go. Now try to remember to adapt that midsection. What happens when you come forward is this is not active. When this is active, it's going to lift you up. Right hand, shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, resist your hand to your head. Depress the shoulders down. Chin is in neutral. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. So don't mistake letting your hand push your cervical spine. Do the opposite. So now we're going to add to that right foot takes the TheraBand. Turn the tail of the TheraBand towards your left foot. And then your right foot is on the TheraBand. Make one little circle around your TheraBand so you have a handle. And before we go there, just Let's see here. Lift your palm up, palm is down. Lift it up, make sure you have enough TheraBand. And then open to the right. Whoa. Yes. Come back in, adjust it if you need to, and come back down. Good. Take your left hand behind your cervical spine again. Resist your neck to your hand. So your left hand behind you, Nancy. Right hand is on the band. Resist your neck to your hand. Front lower ribs are down. Don't look down, look forward. And now lift your band. Palm or your weight. Squeeze, draw the arms into the socket. Your palm is in front of you, Nancy. The right hand, yes. Plug it in. Now open to the right. Ooh, but keep your chest steady. Resist your neck. For 3, 2, 1. Come back in and lower. If it was too taut, walk your foot a little. Give yourself a little more bend. One more time, inhale. Resist your cervical spine. Front lower ribs are down. Lift it up. Open to the right. 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Lower down. Okay. Find your Pilates ball. Take it right behind your chair. So that right in your midsection. So that's where you need to feel that engagement, okay? Don't depend on the ball, but notice how your chest is. You're sitting upright now. Use your own muscle memory, hand behind you. Left hand, inhale. Shoulders back and down, elbow in. Lift. 5. Stay here. 4. Breathe. 3. Hug your muscles. 2, 1. Open to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in. Lower. Take a little rest. Shoulders release. You might need a little more bend. I'm not sure. We'll see. Take your left hand to your right thigh. Bend your right elbow. Keep your chest even. Front lower ribs down. Push up. Reach your torso to the left. Bend the right elbow. Oh. Breathe. Push your arm. Plug the arm in. Front lower ribs are down. Bend the elbow. You're in the little tilt. Push. Depress the shoulder. Bring your left chest forward. Lift your chest up. Bend the elbow slow. One last time. Push. Left chest forward. Bend. Slowly release. Oh, shake it off. Massage your spine a little. Take the band with your left hand, right hand to your hip. And now like a jackhammer, you're going to go all the way up there. Push and lift up. Frontal ribs really want to sway. Press the Pilates ball. And you're doing a little crunch with your low ribs. And then take it back. Keep your hands straight the whole time. Inhale. Maybe you make it a little taut. Exhale, push. Front lower ribs down. You guys are doing awesome. Push it down. Diane, take your hand to the left hand to the right. You're crossing over, mama. Left hand to the, there you go. Take it down towards your knee. Yes, yes, yes. And I push it up to the left. Keep your palm down. And then last time, forward. Shoulders depressed. Use your own strength. Pull. Notice how your mid-back has to come on board. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly release it. Shoulder rolls. Okay, turn your band the other way. The tail is facing your right leg. Make a fist, roll your band over the left hand. Test the band to make sure you have enough pliability. You're on your left hand. Yeah, rest your left hand on your thigh. Take your right hand behind your cervical spine. Shoulders back and down. Resist your neck to your hand. Notice immediately the connection to your ball. Can you feel a straight energy line there? Yes, I hope so. Lift your chin up, resist your neck to your hand. Lift your left hand up. Keep breathing, resist your neck, don't lose it. Open to the left. Front lower ribs doing a crunch. Bring it in, don't depend on your Pilates ball, come center, lower down and rest. Try to remember your own muscle memory. Inhale, resist your neck to your hand. Connect it to your ball, lift up. Breathe. Close your eyes maybe. Connect your left foot to your left shoulder, open to the left. For 3, 2, 1, come back forward and lower. Good job. Release your hands, shoulder rolls. Right hand to your waistline. Turn your palm, maybe you don't need the band, the circle on your hand. And now lift your arm up. Take it over to the right. Draw your left hip down. Lift your spine tall. Keep your torso like that the whole time, but very tall. Now bend your elbow. The band might go behind your arm. And now front lower ribs down, push it up. Draw the left hip down. There's beautiful stretching here. Breathe into your rib cage. You're going sideways. And now bend the elbow. Keep your torso where it is the whole time. Inhale. Exhale, push. Lift your rib cage a little higher. Draw the left hip down a little more. Slowly come back. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay. Take your left hand to your right knee. Take the band to your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, open to the right. Bring your right pecs forward. Front lower ribs are down. Slowly come cross it over to the left. Inhale. Depress the shoulders, lift it up. Right chest forward. Bring it back. Last one, depress the shoulders, inhale. Exhale, pull slow. Notice your core is working here. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back. Release everything, shake it off. Find your tennis ball and now give yourself a little circle with your ball. Just circle, circle, circle. And then interlace your hands and then roll and rub the ball in different directions, especially where your thumb root is. Oh, yeah. You may feel this going all the way to your cervical spine. So if you need to turn your nose right and left, you might even get some adjustment. Okay? Good. Now, Move the Pilates ball out of your way. If you have availability, if you have a back to your chair, take the tennis ball right at the back seat. On the left side, the ball goes right behind you. Okay, so sit, find the ball there somewhere. Open your feet wide and then roll over the ball. From the spine, go sideways. And try to put a little pressure, especially when you get close to the spine. You're trying to organize your spine there. It's very small movement, but keep the pressure. Breathe in. And if your chair allows you, maybe you go down 1 inch or up 1 inch. Keep the pressure close to the spine. Stay there for a little bit because that's where a lot of the misalignments. So we're trying to organize our column there. Like you're pressing the ball into the processes, those little bony parts. And don't be surprised if you feel radiation going down to your hip. Maybe you go up or down a little. Use your breath. So this is a good option if you wanted to use the tennis ball and going on the floor is too intense for you. And then change it up. Go the other way. The other side. Roll. Roll. Hands on your thighs gives you more resistance. You can even grab the chair a little, but on the thighs is good. Try to create this liveliness around your spine. We're trying to break into the deep layers of that tissue. And now this is myofascial release. The tissue is already hydrated because we did a lot of that. Roll. Roll. Ooh. Roll. Find another spot there. Okay, so now we're gonna take the ball, move your neck a little bit, shoulder rolls. Ay, ay, ay. Now take the ball right on the lateral side of your leg, right or left, doesn't matter. Okay, right under the IT band. So if you took your 4 fingers and you wanted to grab the edge of your thigh, that's where the ball is going. And then walk your left hip. If the ball is on the right, walk your left hip slightly to the left. And then lift your right foot off the floor and tick-tock. Oh, ho, 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 ho. You can take your hands on your thigh to keep a little more pressure. And then stay at the edge. Come back, roll, stay at the edge. Your foot is just hovering. You're not working hard. It's over the floor. Hover. Woo! Yeah. Little circles with your toes. And then go down a little bit. Put the pressure on the ball. You might bend and straighten your leg gently. If you have your Pilates ball, you can bend and straighten on the ball, or better still, bend and straighten and then tick-tock. Cross fiber here, slow. Your muscles are heavy. Ooh, and go all the way towards the inner. Find a bigger range of motion if it's possible for you, okay? But don't be sloppy. Put your hands on your thigh. That's gonna give you more pressure on the ball. And then from that pressure, roll forward, in and out. Circle your ankle a little. And you will be surprised, some of you may feel it going all the way to the hip flexors. Okay, so that's good information. Slowly come up, and now this time go right around your sit bone. Give or take, not right on the tendon, but right around it. And then rock and roll, rock and roll. Lift your foot off the floor, tick-tock. Keep the pressure. Now remember, try eventually to find maximum range of motion, because that's where your nerve system doesn't want you to go. Keep the pressure. Slowly release it. Oh, take a moment, allow the blood flow. Flush it out. You may feel it going all the way down to your fingers and to your foot. And now we go the other way. So right on the lateral, where you hook your fingers right outside of your IT band, below the crease of your thigh, hook the ball. Put your hands on there. Roll side to side. In the beginning, you go very slow because you have no idea what surprises will surprise you, and you don't want to be surprised in a bad way, you know? So if there's something intense, you have to be gentle, but acknowledge it. If you feel something radiating to your hips, stay there and work it out. Breathe into it. Side to side. Open your right leg a little wider so you have more control. Hands on the ball, on your thigh will help you. Now try to press your sit bone down. I just noticed I want to tilt backwards. So try to stay upright here. And notice if that changed the dynamics. Take it down. Still on that lateral. Press your hands side to side. Ooh, yeah. Go slow in the beginning. Go all the way to the inner. Keep pressing the ball and then go back. Ooh, yeah. All the way, slow, hold, straight leg maybe this time. Oh, yeah. If one place feels like a pressure point, stay there, breathe into it. Relax your shoulders. Lift your chest up. Circle your ankle. Connect the dots. If you feel this radiating to your hip, breathe and see if you can flash that congestion. Slowly come back up. Take it on your sit bone, around the sit bone. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. All right. Open, bend your knee, open all the way. Don't lean back. And then all the way in. Kiss your right knee. All the way out. Maybe you bend and straighten when you're out. Everything is different for all of us, but explore. I'm giving you options. And then come back in. And out. Can you figure out this little map of where you are here. The slower you move, the more you're gonna feel. And as much as I do this type of work today, I'm feeling a lot of things with the ball because this is a different dynamic. So it's highlighting other parts that I didn't expose myself to. Okay, slowly release it. Oh, feel. Take the ball behind you, last one. We're gonna stretch just finish it off here. Keep your sit bones even. Take your left ankle over your right knee like we did before. Okay, so don't worry if your knee is up here, that's okay. But keep your sit bones even. And lift your chest up, relax your muscles. And now this is your train tracks. Your hip bones are your train tracks. Some of you just staying here and you're trying to settle into your hips. Some of you that have a little more can come forward. Okay? From the creases of your hips, you can come a little forward. You can also rest your forearms on your shins if you feel that your sit bones are even. Relax your shoulders down. Make sure you don't tilt over to the left more than the right. Slowly come back up. See if you can grab your right hand to the outer blade of your left foot, okay? Some of you just lift up maybe or just rock the baby. Some of you can extend the leg diagonal. Take your left hand to the chair, that will help you. And then you can bend and straighten. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. One more, bend, straighten. Good, release it. Side B. Keep your left ankle aligned with your knee and your hip. Sometimes for some of us, the leg goes down. You see like internally, align that. Find your sit bones, that's the important part. That's where you start. For many of us, this is it. We're staying here. Keep pressing the sit bone that feels a little off. Relax your palms on your thighs. If this is plenty, stay there. Allow your tissue to adapt to it. Some of you can come forward and rest your forearms. Shoulders depressed, chest forward. Use your breath. Allow your breath to travel through your body. Slowly come up. Release your shoulders and release your legs. Give yourself a massage. Move the ball out of your way. Sit all the way upright. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bow your head to your heart. Take a moment of stillness. If your feet are touching the floor, hopefully you feel more grounded. And as you take a deep breath, hopefully you feel your breath is more free. Bring your thumbs between your eyebrows towards your third eye to connect to your inner wisdom and intuition, and then to your heart center to come back home. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Next week, I will be in Utah, so we will send you a free video. I have a feeling I would want to send this video today again, because I think it was really good and grounded and it covered everything we need. So we will send you a free video as a gift from me to you. Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.